Hello there guys and welcome, it is Niran here, and today it's time for me to welcome you to yet another FIFA 17 ratings predictions video. You guys loved the Leicester one, or at least the concept of it, and the support on it was ridiculous, like double the views and likes and all sorts of career mode videos, and clearly you wanted it to be turned into a series. So today I am going to be fulfilling that request, and the idea that a lot of you guys came up with actually in the comment section was to go down the Premier League table from first. And at the moment, that is Tottenham in second place. So today, I'm bringing you my ratings predictions for Tottenham Hotspur for the next FIFA. Now, a few things I've got to address. Firstly, again, as I said, thank you very much for the support on the Leicester video. Don't try and compare the ratings from this video to the one last time, because I realised the ones for Leicester were wildly optimistic, as you guys told me in the comments, which is absolutely fine. And I also welcome the fact that you guys told me what your thoughts on the ratings were as well, both that I'd said and what you think they should be in FIFA 17 as well. So again, if you could keep that up, that's massively appreciated. I'm going to try and get a bit more experience to this type of video. And then also the fact that I've been quite lackluster in my video schedule recently. I've got uni exams at the moment, I'm not going to lie to you. I had a deadline on Friday, I've got another exam on Wednesday, but after that Wednesday, really I'm mainly free from uni work. So after Wednesday, in about 5 days, videos will pick up again, so don't worry about that. But I realise they've been a bit thin on the ground recently, but your support still has been absolutely fantastic nevertheless. So today, we're going to be going through the same sort of format. I'm going to be bringing you my predictions for the actual ratings for each player, giving you their thoughts, or my thoughts on their potential as well, and then comparing the squad from FIFA 16 to how I think it should look in FIFA 17 as well. As I said, try not to compare with Leicester because that was wildly optimistic. But I suppose the first player we've got to get into is, of course, the goalkeeper, Hugo Lloris, the Frenchman. He was 85 overall after a winter upgrade on FIFA 16. He started the game as 84, and I don't really think he's going to get any sort of upgrade or downgrade. I think after a winter upgrade like that, I think they've pretty much nailed on that overall with the upgrade during the winter. He's made a few mistakes since then, but nothing, worthy of getting a downgrade. So I think he'll stay 85, potential of 85. He's not exactly the youngest goalkeeper ever. I can't really see him growing unless he's glitched for some reason or unless you train him. So I think his natural potential is probably going to be 85, which is of course the same as the rating that I'm predicting for him. And of course that's the same rating that he had at the end of FIFA 16. Moving on to the first change of the squad, of this Tottenham squad, and that's Kyle Walker, the English right-back. Nothing major for this guy, but I think 79 is a little bit on the low side for Kyle Walker after his performances this season, which have picked up throughout the season. Him and Danny Rose have been fantastic as a full-back partnership. I think those two have been very much standout. So I reckon he'll get a +1 upgrade from 79, which was his overall at the start of FIFA 16, to an 80 overall at the start of FIFA 17, and he'll keep the 83 potential that he had on FIFA 16. I don't see any reason for that to decrease or increase or anything. So 80 overall for him and 83 potential. After that, though, we move on to the centre-backs, and then we'll see the left-back before we move on to the rest of the squad. First, the centre-backs is Toby Alderweireld, who, of course, got a Team of the Season card this year on FIFA 16. Been one of the standout defenders in the league, in the majority of Europe, in all honesty. He's been fantastic as the Belgian, who stands alongside another Belgian in that centre of defence. He was 81 on FIFA 16. I reckon he'll get a +2 upgrade to 83. He's a little bit younger, I do believe, than Vertonghen, so I think he might get a little bit of potential increase to around about 85, because there's a bit of scope for him to grow potentially in career mode. So that's a +2 upgrade for Alderweireld. For Vertonghen, I've gone with a +1 upgrade for him to the same overall of 83, so both the Belgians are going to be the same overall. With the potential of 83, I don't see, with his age, I don't see him being a player that particularly grows much in career mode, so I reckon he'll keep that overall throughout the whole of offline. After that, we've got Danny Rose, another one of the standout performers in the Tottenham squad this season. He was 77 overall in FIFA 16, and I reckon that he deserves, whether he'll get one or not, I think maybe he'll get 79, but I think he deserves to be 80 overall, the same as Kyle Walker. I think both of them have been fantastic. Danny Rose has certainly pushed himself in there as basically the leading English left-back. I mean, I know for some reason Roy Hodgson will still choose Leighton Baines in the starting 11, but Danny Rose has been far superior to him this season. And then he's still slightly young, is Danny Rose, so I think maybe the potential to grow by 2. He might be one of those sort of like middle-aged as far as football is concerned, players that still grows a little bit on career mode. So potential of 82 for him, and of course a +3 upgrade from FIFA 16. After that, we move on to the midfield, and with the first players, we've got the 2 defensive midfielders, and the first of those is Moussa Dembele, the 80 overall defensive midfielder from Belgium on FIFA 16. I reckon he'll get a +2 upgrade for FIFA 17. Another player that, of course, got a Team of the Season card. He's been fantastic this season, apart from trying to eye gouge Diego Costa, but performance-wise, he's been fantastic. Again, a player of a slightly higher age, more experience, but I don't think he'll grow on career mode. So the same potential as the overall that he has, which is of course 82, or that I think he should have. So that's my prediction for him, a +2 upgrade for Dembele, nothing too major. After that, though, a fairly major upgrade, and that's Eric Dier, who was 74 overall at the start of FIFA 16, a silver card. No doubts he's going to be gold. What number it is, however, is a different story. I've gone for 79 with a potential of 85. Still not into the 80s. Obviously, he's only had one season of performing amazingly, so hopefully he gets like a winter upgrade next year that bumps him up to like 80 or 81. But for the start of FIFA 17, I reckon 79 with a potential of 85. Moving on to the wingers, I use in loose terms because the left midfielder isn't really a winger, but the first of which is Eric Lamela, who had a winter upgrade from 79 to 80 on FIFA 16. Again, I don't really see much of a reason for him to get an upgrade or a downgrade. I think EA nailed that one really with the winter upgrade. I think he'll just keep 80 overall, will the Argentinian winger, and a potential of about 83, something along the lines of, because he's still about 24, I think, at the moment, so there's still the potential to grow a little bit, maybe like 82, 83 potential, something along the lines of that. And then we've got the first of the really high potential players, I reckon, in this squad, and that is Dele Alli, the attacking midfielder. Again, another player who got a Team of the Season card, like Dier, Dembele, and Alderweireld before him, and Kane, that we'll get onto a little bit later on. Dele Alli was 72 after a winter upgrade on FIFA 16. 80 is what I've gone for. I know that might be slightly optimistic, realistically, given EA's history, but I think that's at least that's the very least that he deserves. Realistically, even if it is a little bit optimistic, with a potential of 87. I think he has a potential of 88 at the moment on FIFA Career Mode after various updates. So I think 87's about nailed on as far as potential is concerned, something along the lines of that. 80 is a little bit optimistic, but I would love to see Dele Alli have an 80 overall. That would, of course, be a +8 upgrade from FIFA 16 after a winter upgrade. Then the penultimate player in the starting 11, that is Christian Eriksen, who was 83 last year. He hasn't been his sparkling best, in my opinion, Christian Eriksen, this season, but just generally, I think 83 is a bit of a criminal overall for him to have. I think he should have an overall higher than that, whether he's had a good season or not. And so I've given him a +1 upgrade in terms of a prediction for his overall next year, with a potential of 86, because he's fairly young. I think he'll be 25 next year, something along the lines of that. So the potential to grow by a 1 or 2, to about 86 potential, that's what I've given him after an overall of 84. And then the final player, probably one of the players you've been waiting for the most in terms of predictions, that's Harry Kane. He was 81 after a winter upgrade. He was 79 at the start of FIFA 16, 81 midway through. I've gone for another +2 upgrade on him to 83. That might be a bit conservative. 84 might be a possibility as well. I think personally he deserves like 84 or above. But EA, again, are fairly conservative, even though he's proved he's not a one-season wonder. Then a potential of 87 for him as well, the same as Dele Alli had. So that's the predictions for all the players. In the background, you can see the squad as I've predicted it in terms of all of the starting 11 players. That's what I've gone for. And then now you will see the comparison to the squad as it was at the start of or after winter upgrades in FIFA 16. So there's quite a lot of growth, especially for the likes of Dier and Alli, if those predictions are to come true. Now to move, though, on to some of the substitutes, some of the other players in the Tottenham squad. First of all, we've got Kieran Trippier, the right-back, who was 76 overall in FIFA 16. I've gone for a +1 upgrade on him, because every time he's played, he's looked pretty damn decent, or at least as good as Kyle Walker. He's been forced out the team a little bit recently by Walker and Rosa's good form, but he performed pretty well in the mid-season, so Trippier up by 1, hopefully, with a potential of 81. After that, we've got another full-back, and that is Ben Davies. Again, he was 76 at the start of FIFA 16, and again, I've got a +1 upgrade for him to 77, with a potential of 80 in career mode. Kevin Wimmer, another one that I predicted a +1 upgrade. He was 77 though last season. Gone for a prediction of 78 for him, with the same potential as he had last year, which is 83. Ryan Mason, one of the underperformers really in the Tottenham squad this season. He was 75 last year. I think he'll keep that 75. I don't think he'll get downgraded to a silver, but we'll have the potential of about 79. Heung-min Son was criminally underrated on FIFA 16. He was only 77, giving him a +2 upgrade in terms of a prediction, because he's been very, very good this season in terms of performances, scored quite a few crucial goals. A potential of 84 for him. Another winger after that, though, is Nasser Chadli. He was 79 in FIFA 16, gone for 79 for him again. Notice I haven't given anyone a downgrade yet in this series so far, but I don't think he quite deserves a downgrade, because he was performing quite well at the start of the season, that wonderful goal against Palace as well. And then for him, a potential of 82. And then finally, Clinton Ng. We haven't seen much of him in the Tottenham shirt this season. He was 69 at the start of FIFA 16. He hasn't really shown much to get an upgrade, but I think 69 is just a bit of an underrate from EA's perspective anyway. So I've gone for a +1 upgrade on him to 70 overall. So that about rounds up all of the predictions then for the Tottenham squad, the starting 11, and also the subs and other players as well. If you have ideas on your predictions for the actual squad as a whole, drop that in the comment section as well. Or if there's certain players that you think I got wrong or got right or whatever, drop that in the comment section as well as maybe a team to do next time, although I'm thinking of working my way down the Premier League table, which means after Tottenham, of course, we will have Arsenal as far as things are concerned at the moment. So I'm probably going to stick to that, but if you have any outrageous suggestions, then drop that in the comment section as well. If you did enjoy the video though, feel free to hit the likes button, subscribe if you're new around here as well, and comment about enjoying the video if you enjoyed it that much. It's been a pleasure ranting at you guys today. Have a good day, enjoy yourselves, and goodbye.
No, that's not me. Act like a waste man, that's